So first of all, I'll start by saying Barakathon, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shout out to the whole flesh, starting with the 144,000. Shalom. All right, so, Lord willing, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be a quick one, but, Lord willing, we'll see what the Spirit lead us, right? And this title lesson, comes from watching the elder lesson. One of the elders had quoted this, and it says, the Most High honor is in question because of the Edomites, and the first thing I want to go into, right, is just showing, all right, let's see, Matthew's 15 and 24, right, and it reads, it says, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right, so, knowing that Yahweh came down here, knowing that Yahweh came down here to, show us that, we go by the ways of the Father, right, to do the Father's will, right? That's why no man comes to the Father but through the Son, right? And, Yahweh was that light, brought us that light to bring us back into, the to reconcile us into the Most High, right? Because our people was voided and Most High was done with us, right? He made us noble vine, but our people made ourselves degenerates, right? Jeremiah 2 and 21 real fast, right? It says, I planted thee a noble vine, holy a right seed. How thou art turned to a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me. So we made ourselves a degenerate plant, man, going off, following the ways of the other nation, following out the ways of the heathen, man. Let me see. Bear with me. First Maccabees 1 and 11, right? It says, in those days when they're out of Israel, wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have much sorrow. Because why? Just like today, man. This is when the Greeks come into power through Alexander the Great, Alexander the Greek. They come into power and all the iniquity going out to the world, and the people living in sorrow because while we under captivity. And as you see, if you don't follow in the ways of Esau, Edom, if you don't do the things they profess that you should do, quote unquote, then you have a hard life, man. It's hard out here for you, right? So the people, what they give into the ways of Esau, Edom, they give into the ways of they give into the ways of their system, right? And then what they do, they blind the minds, and knock the people off from understanding the honor and glory of Yahweh Shah, because they put their focus in all these things upon this earth, right? Proverbs 12 and 26 says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them, man. The way of the wicked knock them off, man. And that's what Esau's whole objective, man, to keep people confounded, confused, so that they don't know who they are. Because when the people understand that we're the chosen people of Yahweh Shai, they understand that he control all this, right? Understand that nothing comes before him, right? As long as we do his will, we're going to receive that promise. But the people so lost and confused, they can't see that, man. They're so caught up in what's going on right now, right? And those miracles, those devices, the things that Esau professed and put out and lured the people in, and the people drunk off that wine and fornication, man. Revelation 17 and 2. The people drunk off of it, right? So, I wanted to go to, trying to think what I want to go to. Let me see. Bear with me. Bear with me. Trying to go today. Right here, Isaiah 5 and 20, right? It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. Why? It says, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink, man, right? He said, we'll justify the wicked for a war and take away the righteous of the righteousness from him, right? Because you got to understand, you know, these people they call evil for good. Because why? Because Esau put all these miracles and all these gimmicks and games in front of their face. That's what they. I remember. Right, I remember this one lesson Elder did. Elder Pastor Hart was going in on this dude because the dude was on some interview. I don't know his name. You know, the interview was no jumper though. He was on there talking about the true prophets are the ones who build these hospitals and things of that such. Right? They sound dumb and stupid because why? These are things that Esau professed in their face. They try to make it like they so for the people and that they love the people and they do these miracles and these little. When I mean miracles, I mean by they put all these little gimmicks and games out, EBT, this and that, things they say, but people don't understand that we're in captivity. They ultimately is the Most High doing, but Esau's the one who put you in this hardship, man. They put you in this bound place. Therefore, they put you in this place to where what? You ain't got no choice but to call upon, run unto him, right? Because we're in their kingdom, man. We're in their kingdom, so they put you in this position, though. You ain't got no choice but to fall into their ways, do what they do, right? Just like with Paul, man, right? Acts 22 and 25, right? What Paul say is it lawful for you to hurt a Roman citizen, right? But Paul understood that he's not a Roman citizen, but Paul had the faith because he understood what? That we're under captivity, just how we are today. We're still in captivity, but the people don't know that, right? People don't know that. That's why they out here running around to these churches, things, because they're looking for a rest. They're trying to find any way. They're trying to find any way to be comfortable, man, right? But they don't understand that all the comfort gonna come from what? Yahweh and Yahweh having the spirit to understand that, hey, we supposed to face this thing. We're supposed to go through these things. It's supposed to be hard. We're in captivity. We're not in our homeland, but in due time, we're going to get all that. Be put back into our homeland, right? I did want to get... Man, slack it for my spelling. Slack it, bro, with me. Book of Isaiah 6:10. Let me see. I want to start at. Let me see. Slack. I'm bugging. 10 and 6. Slack. Right. All right. So right here. Right. Isaiah 10 and verse 6. Right. It says, "I will send him against the hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath will I give him charge to take the spoil, to take prey, and to tread them down like the mere streets." And who is that, man? Psalm 17, right? Hide me from the people who are your sword. The Most High put Esau in that position. We ultimately know that Esau went overboard. Zechariah 1:15, right? I want to say that I want to say it's Isaiah, right? They showed people no mercy, right? The precept they talk about, the scripts talk about Esau showed no mercy, right? But you gotta understand, man, that they Most High put him in this position. But that's how Esau go about. That's how Esau go about, making people question the honor of Yahweh Shai, man, right? Because you gotta think, man. If you search up Hebrew, or what is the Hebrews like, they try to say it's a cult, they try to say it's a hate speech, they try to say these things. They make this knowledge of truth seem so bad, seem so horrible that people question it, and people don't want to hear it, right? Because why? They don't want to get on bad side. People fear them, but hey, we on their bad side. They on our bad side, man. Right? We knowing that Yahweh Shai gonna fight for us, but the people so scared to get on bad side because they fear Esau, Edom. That's what they do. They use fear tactics, man. They use fear tactics to make people question because people don't got no faith in Yahweh Shai. They know that. That's why they try so best to knock the name. Because they understand once you got that name Yahweh Shai, it's a strong, the script says it's a strong tower, man. The people running to it and are safe. They can't do nothing to us when we got that name. They understand that because we know who we are. And we know who our power is, right? And they know who our power is. That's why they try so best to debunk it, knock it off, man. Right? It says, "I will send him to a hypocritical nation." The hypocritical nation is Jake, man. Jake's so hypocrites, man. Right? How can you go out here and listen to what these people tell you, but you only want to listen to what the prophets, what they telling you? We telling you that you're a chosen people of the Yahweh Shai, but they turn their ear from it. They don't want to hear it, right? It says, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mirror of the streets. I bring out notes, right? Hypocritical nation is Jake. He really like the Most High is upset with Jordan of his people, man. There's gonna be a lot of death. Esau gonna come through on one, just like how they been doing, but they're gonna come through even worse in Jacob's trouble, man. It's gonna get even harder in Jacob's trouble, right? But even just going back to slacking for that. Even just going back to the purpose of why Yahweh Shah was sent down here, man. Yahweh Shah was sent down here to do the will of the Father, right? Matter of fact, we'll go to John 17. John 17, or is it 12? So I can bear with me. Bear with, wait. Yeah. John 12:35, right? It said, then Yahweh Shah said unto them, yet a little while is the light with you, walk while you have the light, lest darkness come upon you, for he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. While ye have light, believe in the light, that ye may be children of the light. These spake Yahweh Shah and departed and hid himself from them, right? Because why? You gotta understand, Yahweh Shah brought that light, and that's the precept I was looking for. But Yahweh Shah brought that light, man, into the world, so therefore we can return back. We can get out the way of these people, right? Because for so long, what Esau do? Esau been dimming the light, man. Esau been trying to put the light out. Light into John 12:46. Yeah, that's insane, child. But that's what Esau tried to do, man. Esau tried to put that light out, man. Right? How they do that? Go to these churches. Going all the way back to plantation Christianity, man. Going all the way back to plantation Christianity. They still profess this day why they try to control the people's mind, man. Govern, control, mind. That's why they try to control people's mind, man. Right? That's why they profess God, so-called Jesus Christ so much. That's why they make the rappers and all the movie actors, all the so-called the jakes that's in these professions, professional movie stars, professional athletes, professional rappers, all jakes. That's why they make them profess so much of that fake Jesus Christ, man. That's why who you see professing Easter, the vote, do all these things. You see the rappers. Who you think the girl brought on stage for the game votes? Female rappers, things that says who are Jake, man. Right, because they know that's gonna keep Jake confounded to the world. That's gonna keep Jake confused, right? This is John 12, and I'm gonna start at verse 42. He said, nevertheless, among the chief rulers also many believed on him, but because of the Pharisees they did not confess him, lest they should be put out of the synagogue, right? Listen to that. But because of the Pharisees, they did not confess him, man, right? And this how I was saying, right? This how I was saying, just now, right? You had those wicked scribes and Pharisees back then, right? Oh, those ones that Yahweh Shah cussed out, right? Trying to make Yahweh Shah seem foolish, things like that. You got these same these wicked camps, right? These wicked camps, these churches, right? These pastors, things like that. These people are confounding the people and confusing the people, man, making the people confused. They don't want to call on Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, because they can't understand it. Why? Because they got the wicked standing in the stumbling blocks, and those wicked is the Esau Edom, and the wicked is also the wicked Jakes who follow after Esau Edom, right? He said, for they love the praise of men more than the praise of Yahweh, man. Come on, man, that's the spirit, man. Right? They sell out. They sell out, man. They sell out. They want people to look at them glorified and honored down here instead of the praise of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. That's why the truth for the elect. Because we understand, a man think himself to be something, he is nothing. We understand due time we're going to be exalted, man. We not perfect. No, we're not perfect people. We all had our ways, but that's why we strive in the truth to push and purge out those ways, right? Give up that cross, man. Or take up that cross, man. Put those ways out. Put off that old man. Striving to push through that spirit to becoming the spiritual man. And it's truth, man. Because we understand this flesh is nothing. But you got people falling in the flesh, they be confused and walk on in darkness. Don't have to ways Esau Edom. Because Esau Edom, they can't receive these spiritual things that Yahweh Shah giving us, man. Right? These things are given. Matter of fact, we're gonna get to. Let me finish this. Right? Yahweh cried and said, "He that believeth on me, believeth not on me, but on him that sent me." Man, right? You gotta understand, man. The people do what? The people confused. The people confused because why? They question the honor of Yahweh. They question the honor of Yahweh because they don't know. They don't even understand that the so-called Jesus Christ is Yahweh. He came for the Israelites, man. But guess what? Jesus, 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 Jesus. That's all they hear, right? Jesus for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Jesus came to die for everybody. No, he didn't. But that's what they profess on out. Going back to Revelation, those three spirits, man, that came out the frog's mouth, right? The metaphor, right? Those three spirits, right? One of them being what? Vatican City, right? The Roman Catholic Church, man, right? The serpent, man. Prophets of the serpent, man, right? Prophets of the serpent. What they do? Profess all this wickedness, profess Christianity, profess all these knowledge, these philosophies that's not after Yahweh Shah Mashiach, right? That's not after Yahweh Shah. And they confuse the people, they confound the people. Once again, the people looking for anything to be wrestled. The people where to get out this way. The earnest expectation of the creature lying wait for the sons of power, rather paraphrasing, right? The people ready for the righteous to come. We going through hardship, we going through hell down here. Right? You got majority of Jake out here who do all these things and try to build a good life down here. Yeah. But majority of Jake going through it. They know Jake going through it. Jake got it bad out here. But what? Jake know, hey man, you see that white man over there, boy, he own the business. Or the white man over there, he do this, he do that. We need to do that. We need to do that. Instead of doing what our forefathers did before us. What is that? Trusting and having faith in Yahweh Shah. Because we know that faith in these works gonna get us through this kingdom. Right? Having the spirit of Yahweh outside, discerning the prophets to understand that this place is going to be all burnt up and done away with. And in that kingdom, that's where we're going to be exalted. Right? But the finishes off, it says, I am come a light unto the world, that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in darkness, man. So Yahweh was that light, right? But I want to go this real fast. And I want to try to make this no long one, Lord willing, right? But 2 Corinthians 2:7, get straight to the point, right? I'll read 6, right? Matter of fact, I read 5, right? It said that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, right? So what these men out here professing things, it said you shouldn't have no faith in that, right? He said, but in the power of Yahweh, howbeit we speak the wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor the prince of this world that come not. But we speak the wisdom of Yahweh in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory. Who is that? The Israelites, man. Israelites, Romans 9:4, man. The Israelites beginning with the elect. Our glory. But why these people still find out the ways of Esau, Edom, and they walk on in darkness, man. Right? They question, and go back to the title at hand, right? Most High honor is in question because of the Edomites. The Edomites done pushed all this wickedness out into the world that people are confused. Babylon represent what? Confusion, man. This place of confusion. People don't know who they are. People don't know the true names. None of that. Because Esau professed so much, and guess what the people do? They fall out the ways of Esau, Edom, man. Right? Even look, watch this. Even going back to John, right? Even going all the way back, because we still in that same wicked generation, man. We still in that same wicked generation, right? The ones who didn't believe back then, they still don't believe. The ones who believe back then, they still believe now, right? He said, to all things we fulfill this generation are not past. We still in that same generation. These people are still wicked. These people are still going on. That's why Yahushua told them what? You're going to die in your sins, man, right? And Esau, they got a great recompense coming to them, right? I said John 11:47, right? He said, then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees and council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles. Yahushua doing miracles, things and such, right? He said, if we let him this alone, all men will believe on him, right? And the Romans shall come and take away our place and take away both our place and nation. Because why? These people fear Esau Edom, because if you understand it, right? We're in that revived Roman Empire today. We in that same empire today, man. Right? We in that same Roman Empire today, revived Roman Empire today, right? Under these Romans, man. Right? Under these Romans, Edomites, man. The Greeks and Edomites, the same thing. The Greeks and Romans is the same, both Edomites, right? But at the end of the day, right, we under the Romans today. And guess what? The people still do what? The people still turn away from Yahweh Shah to please the undecided men. They still sell out for the money, things that must be on the good side of Esau Edom. That's what they do, right? Because what? Once again, the Most High honor is in question because of the Edomites, man. Once the people understand to get out the way of the Edomites, the return from that Gentile state of mind, the shit wouldn't be like this. But once again, right? Scriptures tell you Isaiah 1 and 9, right? If it weren't for their elect, their remnant, right, our nation should be like a Sodom to our nation would have been like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. It would have been destroyed. Right? But their elect, they not falling out to the ways of the heathen. They not falling out to the ways of men. They doing the will of Yahweh Shah. They doing that work, right? Romans 11:7, right? They ain't falling out to the ways of these people. They ain't giving in to the name. They ain't giving into that blasphemy, man. Right? Revelation 13:1, right? I saw on the heads that blasphemy, right? That blasphemy is what, right? The gimmicks and games, them whitewashing all the images of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, man, making everything whitewashed, making everything seem like the white people are the chosen, man. Right? They profess Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. They profess themselves to be the sons of Yahweh, which they're not. Right? They're physical sons and daughters of Satan. Esau, Edom is the physical sons and daughters of Satan, which is going to be destroyed, man. Right? Let's see. Got a couple more precepts I want to hit. Colossians 2:8, right? He said, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach, man. Right? Because why? These are traditions of men. These Christianity, plantation Christianity, Islam, all these things. Buddha, all these things are man-made religion that keep you down and confound you to stay in this world. They keep you confused and not understand that you're a Hebrew Israelite, right? You know, of the 12 tribes, right? The chosen people of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, right? But in due time, everybody would know that, man. In due time, everybody would know that. And Lord willing, that's what we can end with, man. Those chosen people, man. Some of my favorite precepts, right? Deuteronomy 14:2, right? I started at 1. He said, ye are the children of the Lord Yahweh, your power. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make bondage between your eyes for the dead. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh, thy power. And the Lord Yahweh had chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth, man. Right? The law, he gave us some laws, statutes, commandments. He gave that to Israel. He have not dealt so with any other nation. He gave it to Israel. Right? The laws would make us holy, would make us separate, man. But the people still what? The people still give into the ways of the heathen. As you read in 1 Maccabees, they go follow the ways of the heathen, follow the ways of the Edomites, right? They don't understand that what is it? I forgot it, Stockholm syndrome, right? They so caught up in they so in captivity, they so hostage in captivity that they start falling in love with the ways of iniquity. They start falling in love with the ways of this world, not understanding this is not who they are, right? Micah 2:10, depart, this is not your rest, man. This shall lead you to a sure destruction. You know, but you gotta understand, we that chosen people, man. That's what Esau do, right? Matter of fact, got another clip piece I want to hit, Lord willing. Spirit, right now, we can end with this right here, right? Right? Matthew's 24:24. He said, for there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. If it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But what? Right? He said, behold, I have told you, wherefore they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth, because he is in the secret chamber, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the Son of Man be. Right? Because why? You gotta understand, Esau gonna come with all these great signs and wonders. If it were possible, they'll be able to deceive the elect. But guess what? They can't deceive the elect, man. Only the simple ones, only the foolish ones gonna follow after the way of Esau, you know. Only the foolish ones gonna have these people question the honor of Yahweh Shah. Right? Right? But understanding that what? Hey, in due time, you know, all Israel brought to the kingdom, but a lot of them got to be punished first, man. Because why? They don't understand. They have no knowledge, right? Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. They're destroyed for lack of knowledge because they don't understand Yahweh Shah. They gave in to the philosophy and vain deceit, the rudiments of this world, the rudiments of men, man, that are not after Yahweh Shah. They gave into those. They gave into those devil devices, man. Right? Matter of fact, it's like it. You know, I said. I said, but Lord willing, we can end with this one, right? Second Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. We are not ignorant of his devices. We not falling into his ways. We not giving into those traps, right? We stand focused on Yahweh Shah because we understand the honor and glory of Yahweh Shah. That's why we give all honor and glory to him, man. Because we understand due time he's gonna exalt us and he's gonna come down and destroy this place, and there's gonna be no more habitation here. He's gonna destroy that land over there. He's gonna destroy our land where the phonies taking over our land over there, those fakes, right? But we're gonna build it back up, man. Right? So, with that being said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and exalting, and I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shout out to the whole flesh, all with the 144,000. Shalom.